Hey guys, how's it going? Today I am going to do a first impression let's play review of a game called Gord. As always, I am going to be playing the game for an hour or more until I am satisfied that I can give you my opinion on the game. If you are in a hurry and you don't want to watch the full hour or more, then you can simply skip to the last 10 minutes or so of the video, and in the last 10 minutes or so I will give you my quick, concise, final opinion on the game and hopefully be able to tell you whether or not, in my opinion, the game is worth $35. But otherwise, you can just stay tuned and we will be playing the game, running through the game. I will be giving you my running commentary, and I will be telling you what I think is good about the game and what I think is bad about the game as I play through the game. So, first off, the game is, from the screenshots, it looks like a colony builder type game. The developers sent me a code for the game. The game costs $35 or €35. Obviously, €35 is about 20% more expensive than $35. So the game is actually quite expensive. It's more like a $40 game if you have to buy it on the euro, you know. If I look at my own regional pricing here in South Africa, the regional pricing is absolutely terrible. Like, terrible. That is unfortunately one of the things that Team 17, who are the publishers of the game, that's unfortunately one thing that Team 17 really loves doing in the past couple of years. They really do not price their games that they publish appropriately, not even in the slightest. Like, it's really bad for me in South Africa. The game is way too expensive than what it needs to be or what it actually should be. In fact, the game is more expensive in South Africa than what it is in places like Australia, Canada, New Zealand, Japan, you know, first world countries, like really well off first world countries. And the game is fucking more expensive in South Africa. That is a really poor third world country where people live on less than $5 a day. A lot of the population does, and yet the game costs more in South Africa than it does in places like Japan and Australia, which is just hilarious. That shows you how out of touch Team 17 are, and it's just really despicable that they price the game so absolutely terribly, like really terribly. It's not just with this game, it's not just with Gord. A lot of their other games also are priced really badly. I did a review on another one of their games that they publish called Batora, Lost Haven. And on Batora Lost Haven as well, the game is way too expensive than what it actually should be. Hell Let Loose as well, I also reviewed Hell Let Loose. Also very expensive, way too expensive than what it needs to be. Age of Darkness is another one of their games that I reviewed. Sheltered 2 is another one of their games that I reviewed. All of their games are far too expensive in the third, well, not even in the third world countries, just in general. Like, a lot of countries, the regional pricing just does not make sense. Like, Valve or Steam on Valve has this thing called Valve Suggested Pricing, VSP, Valve Suggested Pricing, and 95% of developers follow the VSP, the Valve Suggested Pricing, but for some reason Team 17 think that they are smarter than Valve, which is $1 billion company. They think they're smarter, and so they do their own pricing on Steam, which the Valve suggested pricing is not good. Like, it's not really good. It is not appropriately priced in a lot of different countries, but Team 17 go above and beyond. Even though the Valve suggested pricing is bad, it's not so bad. It doesn't price a lot of the countries appropriately, like South Africa, for instance. But Team 17 just went fucking crazy, and in some of the countries they doubled the price. Even from the price that Valve suggests, they doubled the price, which is just insane. It's really, really crazy. A lot of developers will ignore the Valve suggested pricing and then go 20% or 30% or 40% more than the Valve suggested pricing, which, like I said, the Valve suggested pricing is already bad. It's not appropriately priced, but fucking Team 17 are out of their minds with the pricing that they put on games on for the regional pricing. It's really, really despicable. So that is already one reason why I wouldn't even recommend that you buy the game. Maybe you can play the game, I don't know, we will see by the end of the video today if I can even suggest that you play the game. But already, just based on the, in my opinion, immoral things that Team 17 are doing, I would not suggest that you buy any of their games. They have some good games, but I wouldn't suggest that you buy any of them. I've recently been playing a little bit of Marauders. Marauders is one of the games that they publish, and Age of Darkness Final Stand is actually a really good game. I would suggest that you play that game, but I would not suggest that you buy the game. Definitely pirate the game, or just get the if you even want to, you can get a key from one of the key resellers, even though I wouldn't really recommend that at all, because those are very often gotten through stolen credit cards and all of that kind of stuff. So I would honestly just suggest that you pirate their games. But anyway, another issue already with the game before we even start is the fact that the game has day one DLC. So Gord has day one DLC called Hold Your Ground. It is a DLC that you can buy, and apparently it adds a different mode, a different mode that you can do in the game, like a wave defense type thing, where you do wave defenses, something like that. The game is obviously a colony builder type colony sim. I guess I can almost say a RTS, a real-time strategy type game. So I'm assuming your base will then be attacked by repeated waves or something like that. But the fact that there's day one DLC is another despicable practice that already would make me not suggest that you support this publisher at all. So yeah, those are already two reasons why I would not recommend that you purchase the game. On top of that, we have a couple of issues. Like we said already, the game costs €35, and you can't even fucking change the screen resolution. They do not allow you to change the screen resolution at all. So That is really fucking pathetic. A lot of times they will at least allow you to change the rendering resolution. So in lieu of not allowing you to change the screen resolution, they will allow you to change the rendering resolution, but they don't even allow you to do that. So you can't change the screen resolution and you can't change the rendering resolution, which is just fucking pathetic. Like, there are $5 and $10 indie games from indie companies that allow you to change the resolution, and yet here we have a €35 game from a AAA publisher, even though the developer is a little bit of an unknown, but it's a AAA publisher who have published some really big games, and you can't even fucking change the resolution in the game. That is just fucking pathetic. So anyway, we are running the game at 4K resolution because we have no alternative. The developers are not giving us any alternative but to run the game at 4K resolution. They do support upscaling, so you are pretty much forced to enable upscaling in this game. Unless you want to run the game at 4K resolution, you are pretty much forced to have upscaling added, which is not good. I don't like upscaling, but we are pretty much forced to do that, because unless you have a 4090 RTX or a 4080 Ti or something like that, like a really ridiculously powerful graphics card, then you are not going to be able to get 60 FPS while running the game at 4K resolution. But otherwise we're running the game on high, everything on high, and audio, no real issues there. Gameplay, blah blah, all of this stuff is default, blah blah. So with that being said, I guess we can jump into the campaign. The graphics from here look bad. Like, if you look at this does not look good. It's already the trees look better than the character models, so it's pretty clear that they did not put a lot of effort into the character models, to be honest. God's Fair, you start with a fair number of resources, moderate heal rate and faith gain, and your enemies are at their basic threat level. Your subjects have difficulty recovering health on their own or gaining faith, while your enemies thrive and are especially strong. Now, this is one criticism that I always levy at games that do this, and that is the fact that they do not in any way whatsoever give you any information about the difficulty that you are about to select. Like, this difficulty is going to determine the next 10 hours, 20 hours, 30 hours of your gameplay experience, and so it's a very important choice, and they don't even tell you what that choice does. So what you're supposed to be seeing here is that on casual the enemies have whatever 20% less health, and then on standard it's just like normal, regular health, regular everything, and then on brutal it will be like whatever, enemies have 30% more health, perhaps they will deal 30% more damage or something like that. They also say that your resources are different, so they should show you the resources. They should be showing you here how many resources you are getting, and then it's the same year and the same year, so they should show the resource differences. Also, they say that faith, apparently faith, you're gonna have to gain faith somehow. So they're and healing as well, different healing rates as well. So they should be showing you your whatever, minus 50% health recovery and minus 50% faith or whatever. And then over here, plus 50% faith and plus 50% healing, something like that. So they are not giving you any information, no information regarding the resources, the healing rate, the faith gain rate, your health, your damage, your enemy's health, or your enemy's damage. They are not giving you any information about any of those aspects, which is really fucking pathetic. And like I said, this is going to determine the next 20, 30, 40, whatever hours of your gameplay. So it's a really important choice, and you just don't know. It's just an absolute crapshoot. Over here on Brutal, it could be 200% increase, or it could only be like a 10% increase. You simply do not know. You are given zero fucking information.
The Tribe of the Dawn was always a humble community of Dabo worshippers. Their elder, Bogdan, is neither a warrior nor a strategist. When the Calanthians came with their threats and promises, they had no choice but to obey. They agreed to guide them through the Lysatian forests, hoping for peace and survival.
Here we are, steward. No wonder our king chose you for this mission. You're more than worthy of this disgusting land. Are you sure we're in the right place? Where is that meek old coward who calls himself a leader?
Welcome, my lords. I am Bogdan, elder of the Tribe of the Dawn. I will guide you through the Lysatian woods. But, if I may, where are your warriors?
The king's forces will come when the time is right. Until then, we are your new masters.
As pledged, my lord. My tribe will follow the orders of the king's steward. They are your people now. I trust you'll take good care of them.
We will, if they do their work. Did they find a place to set up camp?
Yes, sir. Our scouts have found a good spot for our first Gord. A nearby pond should provide enough reeds and food to start a small settlement.
Game menu, pause, normal speed, blah blah blah. How the hell do you move them? Okay, I'm clicking, nothing is happening. Okay, so they don't allow you to do anything. You literally have to jump through all of the hoops before you are allowed to do anything at all. I don't like tutorials like that in the slightest. Like, it's totally fine to do a tutorial, to have a tutorial, but you can't have the player be forced to do certain stuff. Like, guide the player. Don't force the player to do shit. I hate tutorials like that. I've already tried to select them. Now you fucking tell me to select them. Switch selection. Like, why can't I just click on them like this? Also, the game is hilariously thirsty on processing power. My PC is running at maximum, literally 300 watts of power usage right now. 300 fucking watts. Let's put it on performance. That's literally the lowest we can go without actually changing the graphical settings. Okay, now we're on 275 watts of power usage. Can you guys run? No. Your speed does not change when you double click, so they can't run. Why is that one faster than everyone else?
Those are the bodies of our scouts. There isn't much for us to bury, but it seems like one got away. With Dabo's help, he'll find his way back to us.
So you have to right click on the stuff to interact with it. This map seems really small. I hope this isn't one of those games where you repeatedly restart. Like once you complete the objective, you restart. Like, I don't like maps like that. I prefer, if this is a colony builder or a colony sim, I want my progression to be continuous. Like, I don't want to restart every fucking time. I despise colony sims that do that. Where's the beast? Oh wow, the viewing range is extremely low. Yeah, that guy is getting pounded a little bit. Okay, seems okay. Oh, you can gain health. Okay, that's not bad, so I will keep those for later. It looks like they're consumable. Yeah, they're consumable, so you can't put them in your inventory or anything like that. Which is a little bit stupid. I would have liked it if they allowed you to put them in your inventory, but anyway. Is that also eating? Oh, it says they built a forager's hut to start gathering mushrooms and process them. So can you just do that? No. Okay, so you can't pick them up or anything like that.
Sir, we've reached the pond our scouts told us about. It is indeed a fine location for a Gord.
Yeah, if you want to get eaten alive by mosquitoes.
We have access to water, reeds, and other resources here. But first, let's build a palisade. These wooden walls will be the main defense of our new settlement.
Like, is this supposed to be a video, or what the fuck is this white thing over here? Like, This is so fucking poor. This is a 35 euro game, and the tutorial videos don't even work. How fucking bad is that? How can you charge 35 euro for a game where, like, the stuff doesn't even fucking work? Is that literally all that I can build? A fucking palisade? So, can't I... yeah, make it a little bit bigger, because this seems very small. Oh, so the cost increases, okay. Well, I want it to be big, I mean. Initial gourd size cannot be too large. Why? Also, I don't really want it to be round. I want it to be more of a square, to be honest. Let's make it a square. A round thing is just going to trigger my OCD constantly because... why can't I move that one? Because it's not as easy to... Ponds cannot be near or inside the palisade. So many fucking restrictions, like, honestly. It's much more difficult to build straight in a round base or a round environment. We're just making this one as big as we can. Hey, that's fine, I guess. The game also stutters, like I'm sure you guys will see it on the recording. Like the game stutters every now and then. And there it just stuttered again.
Good. The palisade will keep us safe. Now, we need to think of how to make use of the resources we have.
Hold on, old fool. This is just a minor stop on our way to the cartographer. He's waiting for us with instructions on how to reach the gold. I don't want to grow roots in this dump.
My lord, I promise we will move on as soon as we have fortified our current position. For now, I suggest building a lumber mill, a forager's hut, and a thatchery.
A lumber mill does sound useful. Fine then, but be quick about it, steward.
This place really seems small. Let me just check something, because I really am getting the feeling that this is going to be one of those things where you, once you've done those objectives, jumped through all of the hoops, then you're going to move to another map and restart on that map. And I hate games that do that. I hate colony sim games that do that, because the entire point of a colony sim is progression. You're supposed to have progression, and you're not supposed to restart every fucking time, you know, like every whatever 30 minutes. Once you've done the objectives, you're gonna restart on a new map. That is not my idea of how a colony sim should work. Why would the game difficulty be put on brutal from the beginning? You can put it on standard, that's fine. Like, what does this even do? Resource, clay, iron, gold. Like, what does it even do? Regions sustain the highest level of one of the Gord's parameters. Gather and sustain the required amount of one of the resources. Survive for as long as you can in this endless onslaught. And let's do free reign. Why does the fucking thing change once you select a different thing? Seed, we don't care about that. Well, we can... Oh no, wait, that's... No, that's fine. Just put that back. Okay, that's fine. Standard difficulty. What's this? Biome settings. Grasslands, maybe. What's tainted ground? Set how much tainted ground should be present. Well, that doesn't fucking help me. What is tainted ground? I don't know. Let's put that to moderate, I guess. Boulders. Doesn't say what boulders do. I guess let's put few. I don't know what boulders do. I don't know if it's just obstacles or if it's a resource or what it is. Once again, the game provides you zero fucking information. Like, it doesn't say what boulders are. Doesn't say what tainted ground is. Fucking, like, just seems like they really did not put any thought or effort into the quality of life of the game. Number of enemies, moderate, raid frequency. I don't want to get raided a lot. Let's do that. Horror. Okay, this doesn't tell me anything. It's just random names. Like, what the fuck does this help me? Literally, there's no description being given, and you just have to, like, fucking be psychic to figure out what this change actually does. I don't know, let's put it on that one. Doesn't fucking matter. I mean, it might matter, but we don't know. Only the game developers know if it matters. Initial resources, we can put all of this on moderate, that's fine. Resources on level, general. Choose how many resources should be generated on the map. Well, I want to play on this map for a long time, so let's put that on plenty. Also, I'm getting the feeling that here should be something. You know, something should be displayed over here. And yet, fucking nothing is being displayed. So that's fantastic, once again. Starting group. Okay, so you can select your villagers at the beginning. Can you actually customize them? Like, literally customize them or not? Like this, how do you change that? How do you change this? Can't change that. I'm literally clicking, can't change anything, can't change anything. So what, can't you customize your people? Or are you supposed to just select from these random people? That's really shitty. Like, don't give me random fucking people. I want to customize my game, you know? Now you're giving me people that I have to basically select from random. Sanity when not in combat. While outside the Gord. So -1 sanity per second when not in combat. That's insane. So literally this person will go insane if they're not in combat. That's so stupid. Minus 50% attack damage against Foulspawn. Plus 2,500 sanity after successfully completing a treasure quest. Nope. Plus 5 sanity per sec when a wild folk is in range of sight. Hey, what's a wild folk? Like, I don't even know what a wild folk is. Trading experience gain. That one might be okay. What's these ones? -2 during autumn. So the entire fucking autumn they will be losing sanity. So it's -2 sanity per second for 3 months. Like, so they're definitely gonna go insane. That's not good. Let's deselect that one. When a Zagach. What the hell is a Zagach? Okay, well this one might be good as long as we keep her away from Zagaches. This one also might be good as long as we keep him away from geysers. Holy shit, -250 per second. Well, that one does not seem good. This one at plus 20% range is not a very good thing. There's another one that has the sanity thing in combat. And maybe make this one a dedicated prayer, because plus 100% faith will be good. This one can be a logger or a tree cutter. Wow, minus sanity when anyone is in range. That's insane. So we need to get one that can replace her. Which one of these are not so bad? I think there will be a lot of wild boars. Probably. Attack damage against the bears, I guess that's not too bad. So apart from those negatives and positives, what else is there? Oh, so these also are different. Unfortunately, you can't customize it in any way. They also have different items. And then, do they have different stats? Yes, they do have different stats. Health is different. Starting profession. How do you change the starting profession? Also, the food cons are different. The primary attack and secondary attack is also different. So how do you... What determines that? What determines the primary attack, the secondary attack, the food cons? What determines that? Because none of these things, these are just skills. That doesn't do anything. Like, so they just have randomly different stats for some fucking reason. Literally no rhyme or reason to the skills or the stats that I have. That's really stupid. But anyway, let's just get this over with. So far, I am not impressed in the slightest. Like, the fact that they allow you to customize the map relatively well. Like, you can select the resources, the points of interest, the size of the map, even though they don't show you the size of the map, but still. All of that stuff. And then they allow you to do zero customization on your workers, like your actual team, I guess I can say. Yeah, you can see this map is far bigger than the other map that we were on. So it's pretty obvious that this game indeed does do the thing that I really hate, where they basically they force you to restart your progress constantly on every new map. So your progress is constantly wiped out on every new map, and I fucking despise games that do that. Okay, so there's water over there. Can we move this thing? Doesn't look like we can move it. Okay, so the water is over there. That's not too far at all. We are going to make this as big as we can. Obviously, we were limited in the tutorial with how big we could make it, but here, hopefully there will not be the same limitations. I think the limit was like 180 in the tutorial. Oh yeah, okay, so the limit is the same, 180. Can't make anything bigger than 180 for some fucking reason. That's not too bad. I don't know why they don't allow you to make your Gord bigger at the beginning, but anyway. Also, I would like to change the gate. How do I... Oh, there we go, okay. So you have to click on it. That's another thing that the tutorial didn't bother to tell me about, but anyway. You have to figure out a lot of stuff, it looks like, on your own here. Why can't I change it now? Oh, okay, so you click on it and then you click on the location you want the gate to be. It's also stupid that you can't put in multiple gates, but anyway, that's life, I guess. Apparently they don't have the brain power to put in 2 gates in their city. I build that. Why are you guys just standing there? Build that, please. I don't know why you're not building it. Also build it from the inside, please. Don't be a fucking moron. Ah, you are a fucking moron. You got locked outside. Fantastic. Okay, and then... So, I do have the tutorials enabled. We go over here. The tutorials are enabled, so... we should be getting tutorials. Doesn't look like we're getting tutorials.
The morale has risen.
So I guess then let's start. Umbermal. So must we build it inside or outside? Can we build the stuff outside? No. Okay, so you can only build stuff inside the Gord, which doesn't make a huge amount of sense, but anyway. What if I selected to build my Gord in an area that doesn't have trees? Like what would have happened then? Okay, so that's the woodcutter, and then allows cutters to process water cane into reed. Okay, so we can build that one up here closer to the water. How do you rotate? Ah, there we go. And locked growth level required level 2. Okay, so how do you get higher growth? Growth level 1. Gord's growth represents overall architectural advancement of your Gord. All Gord's growth influencing factors. Okay, so I guess you just have to build more. I guess. Okay, so we just have to wait for them to do that, I guess. You can't build here, what? Just said you can't build here, but I don't see anything. Okay, so this place is done. How do I... Okay, Dalen. Why was Dalen selected? Dalen actually a woodcutter? How do I see what Dalen actually is? Trading experience, exploring experience, food production, fighting, mining, cutting. Cutting. He's a level 1 cutter, so don't I have a better cutter than a level 1 cutter? You can't tell me I don't have a better cutter than this guy. Let's see. Okay, so that's Dalen. Okay, level 1. Level 1, level 1, level 2. So why wasn't this guy selected? He's a level 2 cutter. And didn't I have someone who had a cutting trait? How do I see the traits again? Where are the traits? So there's the traits. Oh, okay. Okay, exploring. Let's see. I remember I had someone. I didn't select this one. Where's this coming from? I don't remember selecting her. Unless I'm a moron. So that one has minus cutting speed. I definitely did not select these people. I selected this one. I remember this one. This one I definitely selected, but where's all of the other people that I selected? I remember I selected one that gains more sanity during storms, I remember. This one I didn't select. This one I definitely didn't select. I wouldn't have selected that. This one I didn't select. I remember I selected the one that has plus 100 faith generated. Where's that one? I didn't select that one. I didn't select this one. So where's the one that has plus 100% faith? These are not the people that I selected. So what the fuck? Faith 151 51 151 151 151 151. These are not the people that I selected. Literally only this guy, only Dylon is the guy that I selected. None of the other guys are the ones that I selected. So am I just given random fucking people, or what's going on? Let's go exit scenario. Have to do all of that shit over again. Custom scenario, new scenario. Again, they reset the shit to that level. Now I have to redo all of these. Okay, that's fine. I'm pretty certain they need to show you something here, and yet nothing is popping up. So I think this is just like either they're lazy or it's a glitch, because why the fuck wouldn't they show you the map here? Usually in colony sim games or city builder games, they show you the map that you are going to build on, and here they're simply not doing that. Biome type, I think we did grassland, and now it's resetting the entire fucking thing. Why does it reset the entire thing? So unnecessary. Number of enemies, I think, did we put that one on? Yeah, moderate, and then raid frequency rare. Initial resources, we put that on. Okay, well, this is initial resources, so moderate on everything is fine. Resource level is plenty. And then let's see, do we now get a new selection of random people? Yeah, these ones seem new. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are new. Okay, that one is good, that one is pretty good. This one is not particularly good, let's remove that one. Not particularly good. Not particularly good. Maximum read. Well, that's probably not gonna happen much. Like, the chances of you having literally maximum stocks of read in your Gord is probably not gonna happen a lot. Sanity while holding an item, that's really stupid. As well. Fucking hell, all of these have minus sanity while holding an item. So it seems that every time you get new people. Can we refresh them? Yes, we can refresh them. You see, that pisses me off because, like I said, why don't they allow you to choose to customize your people? Now you're literally wasting a lot of time because you have to select each of them. You have to look at their pluses and minuses, and then if you don't like them, if you don't like the pluses and minuses, you have to refresh. And to get good 6 good subjects that have relatively mediocre drawbacks but have good positives. Obviously it's all relative, but still, like, obviously you don't want one that has like that other thing -2 sanity during autumn, because during autumn they're gonna lose like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sanity. So you don't want stuff like that. But it's just so fucking stupid that why don't they allow you to just customize your people? Like, also the fact that all of this, look at that, -3 per minute food consumption, and then when you look at someone else, 3.1, 2.6, like, clearly a 2.6 is gonna be far better for your food consumption than a fucking 3.1 or something like that, you know? That's like a 10-20% increase. That's a significant increase. If all of your people are like that, then you're gonna consume 20% more food during your game for no fucking reason other than the game decided to give you very hungry people with a lot of food consumption. So you can, and I am actually the type of min-maxing player to do that, you can constantly re-roll your people until you get a good pool of people who have very low food consumption, very low gold consumption, very high primary attack, all of that kind of stuff. And like I said, that's gonna take you 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to get the perfect squad. Instead, what would have been far, far better is the developers should just allow you to customize your people. Like, it's a far better system than this constantly re-rolling RNG bullshit. It's just unnecessary. It makes the game far more obtuse than what it needs to be. Sanity while outside the Gord. That one is not too terrible. That one is very good. Holy shit, -2 sanity while idling, that's crazy. None of these are good, just this one is good. All of the other ones are just really bad. The problem is you can't reroll just a single one, you have to reroll the entire group. So that group is dog shit. Now I have to reroll to see if this group can be any better. That one is very good, +2 sanity while idling, that's insane. +1 faith while in combat. That sounds relatively good. Like, you're just gonna waste so much time getting the quote-unquote perfect subjects. Really, it's gonna waste a lot of fucking time. And I'm the type of player that will want to get good subjects, because the next, whatever, 30 hours of your game is going to be determined by these workers. Minus gold consumption. Well, currently they have no gold consumption, but perhaps in the future they will have gold consumption, I don't know. I guess that's not too bad. Sanity while idling is not good. Sanity when not in combat is terrible. That one is not too bad. Let's select, I guess. This one is not terrible. This one is not terrible. I guess that's acceptable. So we have Valisha, Oshko, Olwen, Rada, Dioran, and Vishegneava. So let's start. Let's see if they take my choices away again for no fucking reason. Okay, this time it looks like my choices have stuck. I think Oshko, Colwyn, Rada. Did I have Rada? Yes, I think I had. Yeah, this time it looks like the choices stuck. For some reason the choices didn't stuck previously. I have no fucking idea why. It might be a glitch. That would be the second glitch that we've already encountered in the game. Okay, where's water? Okay, there is a little bit of water, and also here at the bottom is some water, and here is also some water, so not a bad location. And that one is too close. It says pawns cannot be near or inside the palisade, but it's not showing me where. Okay, it's that one over there, I guessed correctly. It doesn't even show you where the issue is, which is just fucking idiotic, but anyway. Let's make it a little bit wider. 180 is the limit, the arbitrary limit. And then let's make our gate be over there, perhaps. It's really stupid that you can't have multiple gates, but anyway. I go bold. What's this plus? Oh, positive modifiers, negative modifiers, okay. And then we build a thatchery close to the water. Let's do it over here. Rotate.
The citizens' morale has risen.
Hey, how do you tell people to cut a tree down, for instance, or do they just do that automatically? Let's see. Okay, so this time nobody was even assigned to the lumber mill. Okay, so who will be good? So it shows that, is that the chopping experience? Is it or not? All of them can't have 2 chopping experience. It's really stupid that they don't show you the skills here. So you have to click over here, and you have to click over here. So cutting experience 1. Also, why is this guy like minus 30? 20, 20, minus 30, and then this one minus 30, 20, minus 30, minus 10. What determines this? This didn't show up during the creation when we chose the subjects. Minus 10 plus 20 plus 30. Minus 30 minus 10 plus 20 minus 10 plus 30. What the fuck determines this? Like, once again, this is another reason why I would restart, because now, look at this. This one has level 3 trading, which is very high. Like, it's very, very high. And yet, the game decided that they will have minus 30 XP gain on that. So, it's a good trader, but you're gonna get minus 30 experience on it constantly. Like, it doesn't make sense. There's no fucking rhyme or reason. This guy is plus 30 on 3 different skills and no minuses. Like, this guy's also a good trader, and at least he doesn't have minus experience on the trading. This guy isn't such a good trader and he has minus 30, so that's fine. I don't mind having minus 30 if the skill isn't a high level. But like fucking this other one. Where's the other one? This one is a good trader but then fucking minus 30. Like, why can't you customize this shit? It really pisses me off. It's stuff like this that would make me restart the game. So, which one is the best woodcutter? This one and this one are the best woodcutters, but this one has minus 10 experience and that one has minus 30 experience. Like, it's so ridiculous. These are literally my 2 best woodcutters, and yet they are the only ones that have minus experience on woodcutting. It's so fucking stupid. Okay, let's take Dorian, I guess. There you go. Go be useless at woodcutting, I guess. And then over here, they automatically assigned Radar. Why did they automatically assign a Radar? So this is, under what does this fall? Collection? Cutting, mining, like under what does it fall? Cut down trees, wood, cutting water cane. Okay, so it falls under cutting. So anyone that is good at cutting. So Radar is like useless at cutting and doesn't gain any bonus experience. So why did the game choose her? This guy is better at cutting. This guy is better at cutting. So why didn't he choose this one? This one is better at cutting. You see, I don't understand the logic in the game. Previously, when we played, they automatically assigned one person here and one person here. This time, they only assigned a person over here and didn't assign a person over here. So I don't even understand the logic, how the developers made the game. Like, it did assign a person here previously, but now it didn't assign a person here. Previously, it did assign a person here, and now again it assigned a person here, but this person isn't even the most skilled at woodcutting. So how does it choose who to assign and who doesn't, who isn't assigned? Because clearly it isn't choosing who to assign based on the skill, because this one has more skill than this one, and yet it chose to assign this one. So it doesn't make sense. There's no rhyme or reason to how the game is designed. Like, I just don't understand it. Okay, now we can have a forager's hut. Apparently, for some fucking reason, we just randomly unlocked the ability to create the forager's hut. So, forager's hut allows foragers to process mushrooms. So, where's mushrooms? Is it going to highlight the mushrooms somehow? We can't build it outside. That's another thing that I really don't like about the game. The fact that you have to... Oh, is that a mushroom? What's that? Bag, no. The fact that the game doesn't allow you to build outside the walls. Like, you're gonna run out of space really, really quickly in this game. I don't understand why they don't allow you to build your walls. Like, if you think about a game like Age of Empires, they allow you to build palisades, and they allow you to build anywhere. Like, in this game, they basically force you into this little area. Or for some fucking reason, I don't understand why. So, I don't see mushrooms. Like, you would expect if you build a mushroom place, or a place that is going to collect food, it should highlight the food, because now I have no fucking idea where to actually build it. So there's mushrooms over there, but the game isn't telling me that. Literally, there's nothing being highlighted. So you have to fucking look around, look through the trees like a psychic person to see where there are mushrooms. It doesn't look like there's a single mushroom inside my area, inside of my base. So you then have to look outside. So there's one mushroom over there. You basically have to spend a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes looking, exploring the area around your base. What's that? Red herb. To see where the resources are. So there's one over there, there's one over there, there's one over there. So definitely you're on the right side will probably be the best. But that doesn't even matter since it's outside. So my person will have to walk outside. So we're going to place it close to the gate. I don't know, can we make... What's that? It doesn't even... It says you can upgrade it, but you can't make a gate. So that's really fucking stupid. I would like to make another gate over here, because now it's going to be really, really inefficient. My dude is going to have to walk all the way out over here and then all the way back again. Whereas if the game just allowed you to place a gate over here, you would save a massive amount of walking. Like, literally, they can just walk like that. But now they're gonna have to walk like that, and then back like that. Like, it's a 500% increase in walking distance, at least. That's really idiotic. I just don't understand why they wouldn't just allow you to...
Unable to build here.
Put... Why? What? Unable to build what? Where? That's literally the only thing I've built, and I am building it. So why did you tell me it's not possible to build it? Once again, another white video that is, I don't know. I'm assuming there's supposed to be a white video. Well, a video, but the video isn't even playing. Building and upgrading more versatile structure raises your Gord growth. Reaching a certain level of growth unlocks new structures and allows you to house more subjects.
Civilization advances.
Okay, so apparently we advanced. Once again, nobody is being assigned here, so you have to literally assign them yourself. That means once again you have to click on your people. Have a look. Food production, is that it? Foraging mushrooms, yes. Okay, so then you have to look. Okay, that one is level 1.5 basically. 1.5 with 20% XP bonus. 1.5 with 20% bonus. 1.5. Nothing. So we're gonna take this one probably because it has 1.5 and then a bonus as well. This one is 1.5 outer bonus, so we can maybe assign Boschko and Colwyn. So we assign Colwyn and we assign Boschko. Okay, it's really stupid that it takes like a minute for you to actually assign people, because you have to click, you have to see, okay, what is required, then you have to click on each of your people, you have to look at their skills, next one, look at the skills, next one, look at the skills, and then once you've gone through your entire tribe, then you go over here and you assign them. Like, it's a really, really obtuse and stupid method of doing the worker management and job management and job assignment in the game. I just don't fucking understand it. The game, honestly, I don't even need to play any more of the game. Like, I just don't understand the game. I don't understand why. Like, the game claims to be a colony management game, but it makes the colony management so obtuse and so just difficult. I just don't understand why the developers did a lot of the choices that they did. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, seriously. There's also no tutorial. Like, I have the tutorial activated over here. Pop-up tutorials. I've received one pop-up tutorial literally just now when I built this building. One pop-up tutorial, but no other tutorials whatsoever so far. So yeah, the game essentially has no tutorial. Like, at the beginning they tell you to move the camera and stupid bullshit like that. The tutorial videos don't even work. So I just don't understand it. The game has a faith system. I think this is faith, but they don't even explain the faith system. Clearly the faith system is important, you know, to the game's overall mechanics, but they don't even explain the faith system. They don't explain how to generate faith, what faith does. Can you spend faith? Is it a resource, or will your people simply be less happy or less productive if you don't have a lot of faith? Like, they don't explain fucking anything. I don't know how to expand. Like, I don't know how to expand the Gord. Like, if you go over here, there's no palisades available anymore. So I don't know how to expand or anything like that. there's no tutorial, like I said already, so I honestly don't know. I don't know how we expand. I don't know how we get more people. So yeah, quite honestly, just really bad. 35 fucking euro. And then there's also day one DLC for more money. So the game is more like a $45 game or a 40 euro game in total if you take the day one DLC into account as well. And I'm sorry, but $45 or 40 euro for this game is just obscene. It's beyond obscene. Like right now, the game is using 285 watts of power from my graphics card, which is crazy. That's like worse than Cyberpunk 2077. Like Cyberpunk 2077 at 2K resolution on high settings doesn't even use 285 watts of my graphics card. So this game right now is using more graphical processing power than Cyberpunk 2077 does on high at 2K resolution. And I'm sorry, but this game does not look good. Like, it doesn't look good. The environments look better than the characters do. I mean, we saw that in the menu. Like, the character models are just bad. Like, really, really bad. I don't really know what the point is of this scenario. Like, obviously you can build, and you can keep your people alive, and you can expand somehow. I don't know how to expand, but you should probably be able to expand somehow, and then maybe explore or something like that. I don't know. Like combat, there's no combat tutorial so far. No expansion tutorial. I don't know how to expand. I don't know what exploring does. Like, do you just take people? Like, do you just take people and fucking go outside? And then just right click on shit to attack it? I honestly don't know. It's just a lot of like stuff that is just left for the player to have to figure out on their own. Gold mine required. Do I have a gold mine? Advanced. Gold mine. Okay, so that's very late in the game. That's one of the last advanced buildings that you will get access to. So I don't know, you just explore. I really don't know what the point of the game is, to be honest. It just seems poor, to be honest. So honestly, I would much rather play something like Age of Empires or something like that, because this game is just bad. It's just bad. It reminds me of the other game that I reviewed a while ago, Alien Dawn? Stranded Alien Dawn. That's the game's name. Stranded Alien Dawn. It's not a particularly good game. I mean, it's okay. But honestly, I would rather play Stranded Alien Dawn than playing this game, quite honestly. Like, it's essentially the same game. You start with like 3 or 4 people, and you can build and gather and stuff like that. I mean, it's a colony management game, but I can tell you that even Stranded Alien Dawn, which is a game that I don't think I actually recommended in the end. I think I said that the game is a little bit too expensive. I think Stranded Alien Dawn as well was something like $30, which is quite expensive, but even Stranded Alien Dawn is better than this bloody game. So, like, if you're looking for a colony management game, obviously something like Age of Empires is far better than this game, and even something like Stranded Alien Dawn that I also reviewed a while ago, I would even recommend something like that, even though that game is not particularly good, but at least it's better than this bloody game. I just don't see how they can charge €35 or $40 for this fucking game. Like, it's crazy. And like I said, there are multiple reasons why I perhaps would have recommended that you play the game if this game was good, which it isn't. But there's a difference between playing the game and buying the game. I do not recommend that you buy the game. I do not recommend that you buy any Team 17 games, because in my opinion they have done too many immoral things to warrant any support from any players. They do have some good games. I actually am in the process of doing a review for Marauders, which is another Team 17 game, so we will see how that goes. But this game, I definitely can't recommend that you play the game or buy the game. So quite honestly, it's a pretty poor game. For $40 you can't even change the resolution of the game, which is just fucking hilarious. The game runs like dog shit. It uses 285 watts. And this is how the fucking game looks like. Look at this. 285 watts on a 3080 RTX. The game runs worse than Cyberpunk 2077 does, and yet it looks like dog shit. It looks like a game from 2010. So, yeah, quite honestly, can't recommend the game in the slightest. If you're looking for any colony sim games, just look at something like Age of Empires, perhaps Stranded Alien Dawn, even though it's not a very good game. Even something like Settlers, like the older Settlers games, Settlers 3, Settlers 4. Quite honestly, those games are good. They're old, you know, they're old games, but quite honestly, I would rather recommend something like that than this game. I just can't recommend this game in the slightest. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. I'm quite honestly going to uninstall the game after I am done here today. This game is simply not enjoyable, to be honest, and there's multiple broken things in the game as well. So yeah, if you guys want to see more reviews in the future, you can go ahead and support the channel on Patreon. The money that I get supported with on Patreon I use to buy more games and do more reviews for you guys. So if there's a specific game that you want to see reviewed, then you can go ahead and support me on Patreon, and then just message me either via my email or even in the comments below. If you're a Patreon supporter, just message me and tell me of this specific game that you want to see reviewed, and I will certainly make a concerted effort to review that game for you guys. So yeah, guys, that's it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.